Good day, my koala crew. Welcome back to the Corner of Remnant. I'm your host, Larissa, and I'm joined by co-host Emperial Dawn.
Hi.
And we are discussing Volume 7, Chapter 1. I'm so excited. And it's Season 3 of Corner of Remnant, which is also exciting.
Yes, very
Yes.
excited.
Your audio's gone all robotic now. That's just typical.
Has it really?
Yes. It was right a moment ago, and then as soon as I switched over, it's gone all... It's fine. I can still hear you okay. It's not too bad.
No, if it's... Is it bad like it was the other week, or...?
Nah, you just got a slight sort of like... I wonder if it's to do because I'm sharing the audio, shouldn't be? Let me just stop that and see if that fixes anything.
Yeah. So as long as it's only when I speak, there's an issue, not like constantly like last time.
No, it's... Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it's just like your voice is like... slightly robotic, but it still can make out what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Yeah, not sure why
happening,
it's doing that, but
That and if you want to just not share audio, it's fine.
yeah, it just
Just
sounds a little odd. It's funny because it was totally fine up to when we switched over, and then as soon as we switch over, the audio just goes weird. I'm like, God damn it!
Well,
we
it
were
wouldn't be Corner of
already.
Remnant if there weren't any issues.
Yes.
But with the
Hi, Nightwalker.
Huh?
I was saying hi to Nightwalker.
Oh, right. Again, that. So yeah, thank you everyone. This is of course season 3. So if there are any new listeners around this year,
Yes.
Yeah.
Don sounds underwater. Yeah, he's got a slight echo or robotic sort of vibe to his voice at the moment.
I don't know. I can't hear myself. So
No, it's all good. We'll continue on. I can still make out what you're saying and everything. It just sounds a little odd.
Yeah, I just heard it on the stream.
It's fine. We'll continue on.
If you say so. Okay.
Yeah.
I could restart Skype, but I don't know how that would.
That's okay. I switched over now and we started, so.
Okay, fair enough. Your Twitch channel, run it how you would like.
That's fine. Nightwalker says it's fine. But this is a great start to season 3. Dawn doesn't always sound like this.
Yeah, sorry guys.
It's all good.
Fancy new layout and everything's brand new, but audio is apparently worse than ever. So
yeah, that's all right. It's not as bad as it was the other day when it was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's all good. So yes, welcome to season 3 of the Corner of Remnant. So if you're tuning in for the first time, I will do a little quick introduction of who we are, because you may not have any idea who we are. Who are these people? So I'm Larissa. I'm also known as Nerds of Oz. I'm a cosplayer, RWBY YouTuber, and Twitch streamer. I post a lot of RWBY content on my YouTube channel. You may be watching this on my YouTube channel, so welcome if you are. And yeah, this is streamed live on Twitch, my Twitch channel. All links are below, as well as actually below on the image right now. And I post a lot of my cosplay photos on Instagram, so I've done some photos of being RWBY in a time skip outfit, Nora in a food fight, also both RWBY and Nora in their school uniforms, and other cosplays as well, so you can check them all out on my Instagram, and I do post them on my Twitter too. But yeah, that's me, and of course, Dawn?
Hi, I'm Emperial Dawn, well, just Dawn for short. I'm a RWBY fan artist. I've been doing RWBY fan art now since like in a full-time sense since Volume 4. During the seasons, I post three a week. Often spoiler related, so if you don't want to be spoiled, but if you're here, then I assume it's fine. But yeah, and I work on that most days. Most days I'm spending drawing or thinking of drawing traditional, digital, all that kind of stuff, mostly screen caps from the show itself. So sometimes I get a bit creative, sometimes I don't. And yeah, that's that's don't know what else to say, much more than that.
Yeah, and Dawn's done some cosplays as well. He cosplayed as Oscar.
Yes, I have,
Latex Sydney.
Yes, that was good fun. I quite
enjoyed.
enjoyed.
It was. Yep.
Quite enjoyed Oscar cosplay for sure. I'll grab my cane, but it's far from here.
Yeah. So that's both of us, and with the Corner of Remnant. So we're both Aussies, and we started doing the Corner of Remnant for Volume 5, and It was volume 5. I did think for a second because we did volume 5, volume 6, now volume 7. And prior to volume 5, like I've seen some other podcasts like Vitalcast, Boopcast, and I was like, well, I want to start my own podcast. So I asked Dawn if he wanted to join me because I thought it'd be great being two Aussies, and it works really well.
It was quite interesting because we weren't that familiar with each other at the time. But we both kind of wanted to ask the other to do a podcast because I wanted to do the same thing. So when she asked me, I was like, "Oh yeah, I've actually thought that was." So that's a weird like fate thing. Like that's just a weird. That's just how it kind of.
That's how it came to be.
Ended up, but no, it's been great fun. If nothing else, again, we love discussing with each other, and this is just an excuse to kind of share our thoughts and discussions with the rest of you. Most of the time, it's positive around here. We very much like to rationalize and kind of make the show, put the show not on a high pedestal, but kind of give the show enough credit as we can. So if you don't like hearing excuses or workarounds for certain issues people have, then maybe this isn't for you. But we're very positive around here.
Yeah, we love to praise the show because we absolutely love the show, and we want to hype about it and just share our love of it with you all. So and. We'll get into the episode. It's not what So we are going to talk about chapter 1 of volume 7. So if you haven't watched it yet, make sure you do watch it on roosterteeth.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, then the episode's already out for free on Rooster Teeth's website, so you can watch it for free. Right at the moment with the Twitch streams, unfortunately still just first only at the moment. And these videos are posted on YouTube 24 hours after they're streamed on Twitch. And yeah, I'm also posting my RWBY reactions as well, so they're posted when an episode goes live, and then Corner of Remnant, of course, 24 hours after we streamed it.
Yeah, I forgot that all those are going to come out tomorrow. That was a flood.
Well, the only slight issue with them, as we'll mention now, because they're all still blocked, so there might be a bit of a delay with the reactions going up as well. But we'll see if that changes anything.
Yours specifically, or you've seen others?
Others as well as mine. Yep. I haven't checked it this morning, but I'm pretty sure it is still blocked. So that happens. It's not just a YouTube thing, it's a Rooster Teeth thing as well. But yeah, so reactions may be a little late being posted, not just for myself, but for other reactors too. So hang 10, they will be posted eventually once Rooster Teeth review all of them. I would like to have that job. And lift the blocks on all of them too. They may be holding off a little bit longer this year. They might be waiting until the episode's out before they lift all the blocks. So that's also a possibility. We'll just see how it goes. I was going to do an update video about what to do if your video does get blocked as a reactor. I'm glad I held off because it may be a slightly different procedure this year.
And it's also the start of the season. There's obviously, maybe the person did it last year, maybe it's a new person.
Yeah.
Like you said, maybe it's just a new formality. Again, when it's just the start of the season, it's to be expected there's a bit more, it's a bit of a bumpy road before we get started.
Yeah. And also, I guess with this episode in particular, there is one massive, huge spoiler in the episode. So it's also possible they're just waiting a little bit longer to help those people who don't have first membership not to get spoiled, which makes sense.
Yeah, they have gone out of their way to keep this first episode quite spoiler-free. That doesn't stop the RWBY Twitter from tweeting out a few things, but
it's tweeted a few things, but nothing too spoilery.
Nothing that was not to be. I don't think they've done anything major.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and they didn't post the intro.
But not the main spoiler of the episode. I don't think they've,
that's it. Because usually they will post the intro up on YouTube first, but they haven't done that because it had contained spoiler. And Kerry did tweet saying, watch the episode first before watching the intro.
Miles did as well.
Yeah, Masters as well. And we must be getting to that because this episode was meant to be the Volume 6 finale. And that makes a lot of sense in all sorts of ways because if it was the Volume 6 finale, then the intro we would have already known about. We'll mention it now because if you're here, you wouldn't. Spoilers about Penny. So so if it was the Volume 6 finale, we would have already known about her up to when the intro came out. So
I also think that. I want to say people, I think, maybe have taken that a little bit too literally.
Yeah.
I don't think that this episode would have been the exact same if it was on the, end. What was that?
Yeah. It has been bad on Twitter. Yeah, it has. Yeah. a lot of people sharing things. Because I get it, people are excited, they share things without thinking. I noticed a lot of people using the spoiler hashtags though.
Definitely always try your best to add the spoiler hashtag.
Yes. Yeah.
100%.
I've seen a lot of people using the hashtags, which is great, but
I definitely will say that, kind of above all else, I'm not calling anyone out here, because I have had a discussion with people with a person or two about this. Not calling anyone out, but don't have images as your avatar or in your Twitter title. That's just borderline dumb. Don't do that.
Because people are going to see that.
Don't do that. That's the one thing. You can say whatever you want and have the hashtags, fine.
Yeah.
If you had a public, if it's in your title says RWBY spoilers, if it's in your bio Twitter spoilers, you've tweeted out a bunch of times, hey, I'm going to talk about spoilers, and you still have the hashtags, then do whatever you want. At that point, then it's the person's fault for not going to enough effort to not get spoiled.
Yeah, the official RWBY account, they haven't been using hashtags,
yes, but I don't think they've really done anything too...
No.
Like, they've just done memes and stuff about it. I don't think it's anything too major. But, maybe that's a fair.
I would suggest as well, if you are not a first member and you're avoiding spoilers, to perhaps mute the official RWBY account just to be on the safe side.
If you don't want to be spoiled, then, don't follow the showrunners, don't follow the show, don't follow, you
might just want to mute them to be on the safe side.
Yeah, I feel like that's your first thing, when a new reactor is going through the series, they're not, if you check their Twitter page, hopefully they shouldn't be following all these people, because don't do that.
I'm always wary with that too, because I know I have a lot of RWBY YouTubers following me, and I was like, that's why I try not to post anything too spoilery at times, because I don't want to accidentally spoil someone who hasn't watched it yet. Yeah, that's it. It was great for a time. It was a day or 3 days first membership then for the public, but I understand why they've had it for the 7 days. It just makes it hard for those who aren't first members. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, stuff evolves. Things have to change, and if this is the way Rooster Teeth wants to do it, again, it's their show. They can do whatever they want.
That's it.
That's a big thing we'll talk about here, is that it's their show. Do whatever they want with it. As long as they're not being really assholes about it, which I don't think they ever have.
No, they've been pretty good. They even post a reminder before the episode went out to telling people to be wary of spoilers and such for those who can't watch it straight away. So that was a really nice thing to see that they did, because they didn't have to do that. And also, of course, with Kerry and Miles warning people not to watch the intro first. But thankfully, the intro wasn't posted separately. But with the episode, of course, if we had seen it already, Volume 6, then there wouldn't have been any issue with the intro, because we already known about Penny, but of course we only just found her out. And before Neith's tweet. So Neith has been teasing about something big happening, and we all thought it was Renora, and all our Renora shippers got excited, but I believe it was Penny that he was talking about. So, because... Yeah,
I still don't think so. I just don't think it's happened yet.
Yeah, well, I haven't actually seen to see if he said if it happened or not, but because Ren does have a line to say, I can't remember exactly, but he mentions Penny in his line, so Neith would have known that when he, of course, did all the voice acting, and when it was meant to be in the finale, but it was in the first episode. That's the only thing I can think of would have been what he was. Yeah, it might not have still happened, but I think that was one of the big things he was teasing.
I mean, all Ren said in the episode was never a dull moment. He didn't necessarily mention Penny.
Oh, didn't he? I thought he did. Oh, okay.
No, he just says it's never a dull moment.
Though you probably would have seen, assuming when they give them the scripts, scene. Yeah.
From what I remember, some of his tweets mentioned Ren. It was something to do with Ren.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Not sure. I just thought maybe it was just the Penny reveal, and I was surprised you, Dawn, hadn't messaged me on the Sunday, so you need to watch the episode. Because I was late watching it anyway, but it's just, you always wanted Penny to come back.
Yeah.
And you've been wanting Penny, and then she's here.
Yeah, just to get on before we really deep dive into the episode. So Penny is my favourite character in RWBY, just above Weiss and Neo.
She's my third favourite.
So I'm very, very much... excited for Penny being back. I've always called her Astro Girl. So to see her the way she is now, it's kind of like, that's just awesome.
Yeah,
so I've always
definitely
jokingly called her Astro Girl. It's awesome. Her coming back as she was. I mean, realistically, we should have expected she's a robot. We kind of should have gathered that. I get, drama for the sake of drama. It would have been, nice story-wise for her not to remember RWBY and stuff, but with what's around, that's still a possibility. She's still a robot. She's still going to be hackable to an extent. And again, there's always room for tragedy and drama to still happen.
Oh, absolutely. I feel we're nearing a volume 3 full of beacons, something about to happen, even this volume or next volume. So there's things that could happen to poor Penny. She's back. I don't want anything to happen to her. She's a beautiful, but yeah.
Or Pietro. They're both kinds of... I think that took me off guard more than anything, was that Pietro was just a nice old man.
Yeah.
I was expecting to be a Dr. Mallow, which, by the way, is the same voice actor.
Yes.
I was expecting him to be a bit more like, a grumbled scientist like Jock or Watts and stuff. So to see him just be this kind old man.
That was really nice. It's good because we've got a lot of already cold asshole characters.
We'll get more into Pietro in a bit. But yeah, no, that was a nice surprise. So obviously, I personally very, very happy to see Penny back. And again, I don't want to go into stuff before we'll get there when we get there.
Well, I was at first like shocked that they brought her back, but then I saw how beautiful she was. I burst into tears. So when you watch my reaction, it's quite funny. Because Kaylee's like, "Oh, Larissa, who has green lasers?" Like, really? And then I saw her like, "Oh my god!" I just burst into tears, and Kaylee's just laughing at me.
It's funny. Because I went into this season like the night before.
Yeah.
Like this was one of the first times I didn't stay up till like 4 a.m. to watch it because Australians.
Yes.
So I woke up, was pretty tired when I woke up, watched it. So I didn't cry, I didn't lose my mind. But going back and watching it every time.
Yeah.
It does really roll me up.
Yeah, it does. I get tear every time I see it. I was like,
the first time, and because I feel like I just see it. Like once I saw Pietro, I'm like, okay, well, I know what's coming.
Yeah, that was the same with Kaylee. She knew, and I was still like blind, like nah. That's quite funny.
But I think maybe we should just get into the episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
And get done.
Yes, the hug. Oh my god.
It was awesome.
She's just so amazing. Yes. All right, episode. Yeah.
Yeah. So the episode starts off basically very similar to how the last episode
basically
of Volume 6 ended.
Literally leaves off where it left off. Yeah.
And I'm very happy that because since RWBY's been moving around, so like the characters in the show have been moving around the world so much, so many things keep getting redesigned for the purpose of like whether in Mistral or in Vale or in Argus, like everything's different the way it's designed.
Yeah. It's
so satisfying just to see the old Atlas ships.
Yes.
The old big Atlas. They mentioned in the companion book what they're called, so I apologize.
Oh yeah. Yes, I can't remember what they're called, but yes.
Obviously the shuttles are different. The shuttles aren't the same as the Vale, but the big ships are the exact same as the ones back in Volume 3 and 2. So like. It's very nostalgic seeing those again. Yeah,
it's great. It feels like
very satisfying when like Mistral and Argus, everything was brand new and different and didn't have that nostalgia to it. This did.
Yes, and the music too, picking up on the old sort of
yes, definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Matt Walker, for tuning in. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's okay, Night Walker. All good. It'll be up on YouTube later too if you want to watch the end of it, or it'll be on Twitch, of course, and the VOD.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, so that was, again, we just saw the Atlas ships, all that kind of stuff. And everyone's, like Weiss said, everyone was very wary of the ships and stuff. When we get our first real kind of hint of Jason as Crow.
Yes.
And since that was the first thing kind of in the episode, overall, it was different, but I really, really liked it.
At first, it was a little jarring, especially in the ship, because from Volume 5, of course, had Vic, and then suddenly we got Jason like in the same ship. So it was a little jarring in the ship. But once they got out of the ship, though, and he was talking, I was like, "Yep, this is fine." I didn't notice any difference.
And I think it was also. I don't know if this was deliberate, but it almost seemed like it subtly went from an impersonation to the new Crow throughout the episode. Like it kind of sounded like Vic, kind of sounded like Vic, and then eventually just full went into this Jason. But it was really cool. I think the writing team did a really good job of the lines they were giving Crow.
Yes.
Like, because they've made him in this episode a lot more emotional.
Yeah.
In terms of what was happening with Ironwood. So that made sense why the voice sounded different.
Yeah, it's like, James, what are you doing? Like, that line was like really well. Yeah.
Because the old Crow, Crow has never been that emotional, so we finally get to see him in an emotional state.
Yes.
It's good. The fact that it's a different voice makes it less jarring.
Yeah.
I think because it's a different emotional state with Crow.
I think a lot of things have changed since, like with Volume 6, of course, with the farm and what happened there and everything. It's sort of been like a reality check for Crow. but like in Argus as well, it was real reality check that he's come to realize that, you know, RWBY is really growing into her own person and she wants to help and do these things, and he's realizing that he's not really the leader anymore. It's just take a step back and just, you know, let RWBY lead. And now we're seeing him in a more emotional state too, which is really good. It's really nice character development for Crow.
Yeah, I really enjoyed like Jean stepping in and being like, we're here.
We got the lamp to Atlas.
That's it. So let's just land against Mances.
Yeah.
So I really like that, because something that always kind of gets forgotten is that their only goal at the moment is just getting the lamp in the Atlas vault, and that's it.
Yes, that's it.
As far as
and
they're
that's
concerned,
done.
they're then done.
Yep.
In a sense.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see. Yeah, like that's their mindset. You know, they just want to drop off that.
Weiss is very, Weiss was like, what's happening? You know, she's returned to her home city, and it looks like everything's going to shit with the military and everything posed ready for an attack. And then she's trying to get hold of Winter, and Winter isn't answering.
That was like a first instinct, was to get hold of Winter, which was
nice.
Like,
oh, Winter.
You know, Winter's always been a character that's kind of been almost avoided being mentioned, because, you know, like the show knows, hey, we're not going to bring Winter in Volume 4, or Volume 5, or Volume 6, despite every single volume. The main theory was Winter, almost every single time.
Yes.
And now it's like, okay, it's like, no, this volume you're getting Winter. We're telling you you're getting Winter.
Yeah.
So that was a cool way of the characters telling us that, you know, no, guys, we promise, this time you are getting Winter.
Well, we thought she would have been in Mistral, because that was like in Volume 4, of course.
She would have been an Atlas.
Yeah.
Then we were told she was a Mistral. So then we thought, okay, maybe she's halfway in Argus. You know, but, you know, move around different. So.
But, yeah, so and talking of Winter too, we do see her on the sort of like screens in the city as well, same with Ironwood, and she has got a new outfit, which that's good timing. It's actually down in the bottom corner of the screen. I don't change the eyes. It's gone.
I feel like the score too, like just as we fly into Mantle, the score and music I thought was really nice.
Yeah. I really love the score.
The city's definitely got you know, some Argus vibes, a bit of Genlock vibes, perhaps. We're using some of those assets. I would guess.
It's very very dark, metropolitan. There's so much detail. Like you can see the puddles of water on the road and reflections in them, and just the whole feel of it. Like there's a sign for mining gear and other things as well. It's just really well done. The world building's really good.
One thing I noticed almost immediately, and I noticed this in the trailer, maybe not the trailer, but like the snippet that they the extended snippet that they
the teaser thing.
A few days before the episode released.
Yes, I haven't watched that.
I called this like a year ago.
Yeah.
They do have like heaters and exhausts lining the streets because it's so cold.
Yeah.
There are a lot of times there's like red they might just be exhausts, they might not actually be heaters, but they're like, you know, it gives off the vibe that the city is heated.
Yeah.
You know? So which I like that, because that explains, you know, why the characters are dressed the way they are, and why not everyone has to have fully wintered out outfits and stuff, because Mantle is heated.
And what we do see of the other characters in the city, the citizens there, we do see them wearing like puffer jackets and rugged up clothes too. We actually do get to see like 2 kids there as well who threw a rock at a drone and things. It's nice to see other sort of the non-main characters, just citizens in the city as well. And that was really good. I really like that.
Getting RWBY and Yang's reactions to Ironwood as well was also really
nice,
along with Crow's.
James,
well,
what have you done?
He looks tired.
Yeah,
and stuff as well. I really liked, because obviously because Yang knows that Ironwood sent her the arm and stuff.
Yeah,
so Yang, obviously Yang had the confrontation of Ironwood back in Volume 3.
Yep.
So they have a bit of a connection too, and obviously like RWBY knows a lot of everyone else and the headmasters and all that kind of stuff. And obviously Crow gets Harsh the most. Gets the most affected by seeing Ironwood in that state. Yeah, like you said, the kids throwing.
I really like that little when they're just flying through the city there and you're looking around, and we get to see Mantle for the first time and see what it's like close up, which is really nice, because it looks like, of course, we're going to go to Atlas next, but it's nice to actually see Mantle after hearing about it so much and what their plight is. And there's lots of little details, like there is that we'll touch base on it, but the miners in the truck as well, the Faunus miners, and just a lot of little details, the kids hiding from the drones and everything, and A lot of really
and
nice.
and I like
setting.
too that like almost more than anyone, Weiss is the one who's most surprised by this because
Yeah.
she's probably never been to Mantle before.
No, I doubt it. Yeah.
You know, she probably just all the stuff she hears about and all the stuff she has known about.
Yeah.
And stuff. So her seeing it too is this reaction. One of my favorite little bits in this episode is them all like talking about what they're gonna do, and Weiss is like, Winter will let us know, and then they see Winter.
And then I see Winter say, yeah, Weiss, yeah.
And that's why one of my favorite things in this episode was just Crow, like, no offense, Weiss, I don't think that's a good idea. I love that line. I really liked that. That was the first line where I'm like, okay, I like Jason a lot.
Yeah, he puts a lot of emotion into his voice, and it doesn't sound as like, I don't know, it just seems more of a natural sort of deep, gravelly voice without like too much sort of like put into it. It just seems natural to me, his voice. Yeah, it's got a nice sort of bit of a grouch behind it, but it's just more natural to me. I really like it.
And there is obviously something to be said that Winter's voice actor, Elizabeth Maxwell, is currently in a relationship with Jason.
Yes.
Voice actor. So I'm just saying that's funny. That's funny, right?
Yep.
I wonder if Elizabeth was like, hey, I have a good person you should look into getting for Crow. I don't know, but
well, he's done a lot of other really quite
he's as big as anyone else I've got.
Oh yeah,
show.
he is.
Like,
yeah,
sure, he definitely deserves this. So he's a great voice actor in his own right. 100%.
Yeah.
Then of course Maria.
Stealing the show. Don't tell me twice.
I know someone who can help you, Bob.
Yeah.
Problem.
Of course, talking about Pietro.
Go down to Mantle. It's so funny. Many of the quote-unquote criticisms or faults of this episode, I would not have even noticed or even gave a damn about it, except for nitpickers who just happened to tell me them. Like, where'd they park the ship? I don't care. Why does that matter?
They just parked it behind some buildings. It's like
some alleyway or something. Why is that a huge thing?
Like,
it's also Atlas. I imagine they have heaps of like designated flying, like parking and stuff.
Just parked it somewhere between the buildings. Like, it's like even where I live at the moment, but we've got a car park sort of surrounded by buildings. You wouldn't even know the car park was there until you drive down into it. So I guess it's sort of a similar thing. They found a gap between the buildings where they could land the ship. Cities do have those little spots.
Again, like, it's not like they hid themselves well. Obviously, ASOPs found them, so they knew obviously where they landed.
Yes.
They were also being tracked as well.
Yeah, well, just as when they're walking out from just landing the ship, you see some guards saying, "Oh, the ship landed this way." You see them running off in the background. I know.
Oh, is that what they said? I didn't actually know.
That sounds like what they said.
Okay,
yeah,
and those are also the first human guards we've seen.
Yeah.
Of the episode. Obviously, we saw those same human guards back in Volume 2 protecting the husband's tower.
Yes.
Assaulted tower then. So that was cool seeing them because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And it's the same designs, which again, I love that nostalgic sense of getting to see the same designs and stuff as they're running in the background. And of course, seeing the team walking through the streets and stuff.
I love the moment with Yang with the drone. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Got people obviously putting up signs, believe in Hill and all this publicity stuff.
Yes.
We get the message board, journalists slain. Some people thought that might be Tyrion.
It could have been Tyrion. Yeah, possibly.
Which is, I think is a fair bet at this point.
It could have been anyone.
Yeah, it could have been anyone, to be fair. The embargo, the dust embargo, obviously a big topic right now, which I always like, because, you often ask, if dust is so cool, why doesn't everyone use it? Well, at least now we have a kind of a reason why.
The embargo.
Yeah. I like that kind of in-world explanation of that. And we also have the election imminent.
Yes.
Which I believe is I believe it's going to be for a seat on the council, I'd assume.
Yep.
Obviously, Jacques, who I believe maybe he wasn't. I thought he was. Maybe he wasn't on the council. But
no, we know Ironwood definitely is.
I think Ironwood has 2 seats on the council.
Yeah.
Because he's the general and obviously the headmaster of the school.
Yep.
So it looks like Jacques opting for a seat on the council, probably to fight the embargo. Whereas you have Hill also running for that same seat.
Yeah.
Trying to be a representative for Mantle. That's what we can gather from the message board.
And of course, being so her name is Robin Hill, of course, from Robin Hood. So it's a very obvious
There is a
inspiration for her.
actually a little actually what I'll get that to the intro. I'll
Okay.
save that bit for the intro.
Yes.
We also see faunus busking in the streets.
Yep.
Which is sad, but also that's just cool. Like I like seeing like this is a real world thing.
That's why I liked it, that we got to see Mantle and the citizens in Mantle that's just as they are, which was really nice, really good to get a feel for the city.
As we keep going through, we see the graffiti on the grate of "Show your teeth."
Show your teeth.
Which is really interesting to me because I feel like that could mean a lot of
It could mean a lot of different things.
It could be anti-faunus. It could be pro-faunus. Obviously, Ilya comes to mind, though I doubt there is a connection. But you know, obviously, I broke their teeth. You know,
yes, that's true. I didn't even think that
previously. So maybe there's some connection. Like maybe breaking teeth is just a. That's a.
I got a feeling we'll find out soon.
Do with faunus again, whether that's pro or anti, because obviously
either way.
Anti-faunus because show your teeth to prove you're a faunus. I mean, because some faunus would have like a teeth trait, or it could be pro-faunus because of that same. So I really don't know.
I don't know.
That could mean so many things.
It could be. It could definitely be different things.
You have the drone finding a specific intention, that particular interest in Yang.
I love how it takes photo of Yang. Yang punches it and then gets hit by a truck. It's just like, ugh. It's hilarious. I love it.
I'm also curious of why the drone was interested in Yang.
Well, it might have just been interested in them as a group, and because she was at the back, she's the one who noticed the drone, I think.
I've seen people mention the ties to obviously Yang being, obviously a bit, of a disgraced figure since the Vital Festival in a public sense. But I do feel like that since Ironwood Snow the Arm, that her name has probably been cleared. Imagine. And
I don't know.
It hasn't been brought up since.
No, it hasn't been brought up. I think the drone was more looking for anyone acting suspicious as it was patrolling, and it just saw this group of people. Yeah.
I have seen some people say that that like this is like a going back on her character development because she kicked a drone because she's learned to control her anger, but then she kicked a drone.
Well, it's just more the surprise it took a photo of her, so she just kicked it in retaliation.
A comedy, if it's like a comedy. Like I think the fact that she doesn't get mad in the next scene is a better sign.
Yeah.
And she's controlled her anger.
Yeah, I think it's just more just this drone's interface taking a photo. Yeah. So she kicks it out of retaliation. It gets hit by a truck. She's like,
and she didn't mean to destroy. She was just going to kick it away because you can tell by her reaction. That was the cutest reaction. Just oof. Oof. I just love that reaction.
I love it too.
Yeah, she didn't mean for that to happen.
No.
Yeah, and like Nora's like impressed, and everyone else is just like shocked.
It's like, what do you do? She's like, move on.
Yeah, maybe we should. Move on. And then Blake with a little bit of an eye roll. Blah, blah, blah.
And of course we had the confrontation with the drunks.
Maria also talks about like the Great War. And, Atlas was like a sign for the future after them like kind of losing the Great War, kind of thing. And this is like what's interesting here. We see the miners obviously drive by. Obviously all dirty and wrecked, and we see that
looking very sad.
Mining store in town, so clearly these guys have to buy their own equipment. I'd imagine.
Yeah,
they're not
most likely.
Like you're hired as a miner, but you need to bring your own equipment. I know that because I work as a cleaner and I have to bring my own equipment. I don't have to, but the equipment there is crap. I choose. But this is something I messaged you about in earlier in the week.
Yes.
Because Nora's reaction to this. To Maria saying, Atlas is a sign of, the future, it's a sign, it's where it should be your end goal.
Yeah.
Nora's like, well, yeah, but what if you're the person having to look up at it? And this is the first of two lines Nora says in this episode that have got me kind of theorizing that maybe she doesn't have such a good, whether this is by circumstance or just what she's heard.
Yeah.
That she doesn't have a great opinion of Atlas. Or no. Yeah. Atlas.
But she's very true in that line, saying, unless you're the one looking up at it. Absolutely.
She's the person who says two lines in the episode and no one else does apart from the obvious Weiss and Blake to bring it up. Like, no one else talks about mental, but the fact that it's Nora twice, and also saying that the guard's not doing anything doesn't surprise her.
Yeah.
Just makes me think that maybe either she's from Mantle or she just heard a lot about it and just, none of this kind of surprises me. Like, she seems to have more of a sour attitude than the rest.
Yes, yeah. Which is interesting.
But obviously Blake, then like the city seems as awful as she's heard.
Yes.
And obviously that riles up some of the local people, which I mean, I that's fair.
Yeah.
Look at someone's town, you say, man, this place is shithole. I'd be pretty mad too. Granted, I don't drink, so.
But also they're a bit drunk as well, so both of them. But yeah, so that's quite funny, the confrontation with Blake there.
And I quite like how Blake, who's probably dealt with this a lot in her life.
Yeah.
It's funny because this reminds me a lot of when Weiss first met Blake back in Volume 1.
Yeah.
Because when Blake was in that situation, it wasn't the same, but it was a similar situation to where, at that time she was like very moody, very emo, very kind of like very sarcastically replying.
Yes.
Whereas Blake here still has that sarcasm, but it's a bit more sincere.
Yeah, like she'll seem like she's like, oh, I didn't mean to offend you, and like she's
I did not mean to insult you. There's a bit of sarcasm there, but there's also a bit of sincerity there.
Yeah, it did seem it come across as sincere, but they all got like
And just how she handled it, like Ruby was the one who got upset and mad about trying to defend her friend, which I think is a very nice tie-in to their hug in the previous episode. It shows that now Ruby really wants to be standing up for Blake after she's dealt with Adam. Now he really wants to stand up for a friend that maybe she hasn't in the past. At least not in an on-screen sense. So that was really nice. And Yang again, very just calmly monitoring the situation and stuff.
Yep, don't want to cause a scene and
everyone else
everything.
has moved on ahead. It's just the four. It's just those three and Nora that are still there in the conversation. Obviously the drunks are getting mad. Talk about the dust embargo. Putting everyone in a rough patch.
Yep, and of course they you mentioned about calling Blake, I think it was a stupid faunus or something. I can't remember the exact one now.
I didn't mean to offend you, and it's like stupid faunus like you wouldn't understand.
Yep.
And for Weiss to jump back into things, launch him up into the air, into the dump, and then it's like Weiss like, well, it was worth it, even though they're trying their best not to get caught.
And then they quickly run off as the guards came in. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously that's I like that, and that's obviously really nice, showing like Weiss' progression and stuff.
Yeah.
Because these are her people.
Yeah.
So like, oh my God, I was like this. Just go away. I was once like you. So
yeah.
I like that Weiss did that. Obviously, Blake would have never done anything. She just would have, just listened and moved on.
Yeah.
Yang didn't get upset. And Ruby was kept calm, and Nora was just smiling there, laughing, enjoying the situation.
Yes.
But obviously, the guy who didn't get thrown to the dumpster recognized the glitz.
Yes.
As he would. Recognized that, like, oh, hey, you were, falls over, looks up, sees Winter.
Yeah.
So, obviously comes now to the idea of, was Weiss being super smart in this scene? No, throwing the guy to the dumpster, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Just in this whole scene, she's a snee. She's a schnee.
Yeah.
Walking around Mantle. Is that the smartest idea?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Now, there's a few things. Yes, obviously the glyph on her back is a pretty big giveaway, but, I will say it would have been nice if she still had her scarf and just wore a scarf on her back to cover I think that would have been a nice touch, but also at the same time, a lot of things have the Schnee logo on it.
Yeah.
Just because there's a Schnee logo on it doesn't necessarily mean that they are a Schnee. Schnee logos are everywhere.
Yes, yeah.
So that's the one thing. A second thing, too, is how much of a public figure do you really think Weiss was? Because I don't think she was.
No, I don't think she was.
Yes, she was a pop star in a sense, but maybe only to the rich and wealthy.
Yeah.
She was, brought out, to entertain Jacques' guests and, Jacques' business associates. She would hold performances for the higher-ups in Atlas.
Yeah.
How well these low-class people really know who Weiss was?
Probably not at all. Yeah.
She was only a 17-year-old. She wasn't a public figure yet.
Yeah.
She might not have been the princess to the Kingdom of Atlas. She might have only been the princess to the small hierarchs of the city of Atlas.
They probably knew of her, but they probably would just have this opinion that, she's just one of the higher-ups,
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I think there's enough there to be like, okay, I can see where people might not know who she is walking down the street.
They want to put it together straight away.
I wouldn't say it's a plot hole or anything like that.
No,
I think there are ways around it.
Yeah.
A great example of the kind of stuff I at least like to do with RWBY. I like to justify stuff rather than bitching about it.
Yeah.
I'll mention the bitching, because I deal with it a lot, seeing it all the time.
Yeah.
I like to justify things.
Yeah.
And also seeing Winter once again, what I'm trying to think what you said. Failure to cooperate is a punishable offense. Thank you for your cooperation, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Then we move in to the little pharmacy,
I love that cute faunus who walks out with the little bear ears. She's adorable.
She reminds me of Cammy from Genlock.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but obviously she's like a little bear faunus.
Yeah.
I don't know, she's like a cute little Vorska, obviously with a heavy duty replacement arm. She just got from one Pietro Polendina. Not that they said Polendina, but it's in the credits.
Yes.
We meet this very nice old man, and they did a pretty good job, I think, of subverting expectations. From Volume 3, we saw the 1 second of him.
Yes. And
the little preview image we saw of his display computer with Maria in the background, both make him look like a mad old man.
Yeah, when he's not. He's just a lovely, friendly old guy, yeah.
Again, to be fair, in the little image, because the glasses make him look... But when you see him in person, it doesn't look like that at all. And obviously the pink bow, I thought, was quite a strong link towards Penny quite immediately.
Yes.
Ren, obviously not very impressed the fact that he didn't even recognise Maria. He's meant to help them. And obviously,
this is off to a great start.
Exactly. So Pietro was the one who did Maria's eyes.
Yes.
And she comes to get checked up every
10 years, yeah.
So cool. We obviously got teased about that back episode 8 of last volume. And we see that Pietro seemingly is disabled.
Yes.
Seemingly is
he's got like a walking wheelchair.
Paraplegic.
Yep.
To assume, as real as that is, to assume paraplegic. Walking around with his very awesome robot chair.
Yeah, the robot chair is great.
so he's seemingly a Atlas scientist who majors in robotic replacements.
Yes.
To varying degrees of I'm starting to lose breath here. And we're like halfway through the episode. We're a third. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so like he is up in Atlas, but he also spends time down in Mantle as well to be with the people, and he volunteers there, which I think is really, really lovely little touch.
And probably to be with Penny as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And he also seems that he's a bit on in years. Perhaps he's kind of half retired as well. So this is like spending his retirement, like just from the vibe I got from him.
He does cough a bit as well, which might be a sign that he is ill or not in the best of health.
Also, like Maria's snarkiness of like, I thought they might need help fighting a Sphinx. No, they got much bigger problems.
Yeah.
And I've always liked Maria's attitude. Like she's old. Like in her mind, like I'll be dead before you guys have to deal with any of this end of the world stuff. So I don't want. Like I kind of like that snarkiness.
Yeah, she's just hilarious.
She's had that since episode 4. Since after the flashback. Crow obviously doesn't recognize who this is. Neither does Weiss. So, yeah, one of the most brilliant minds and brilliant hearts of Atlas, as Maria pointed out. But as Shane pointed out, is that really the best place for someone like you when the ceiling is literally falling around? But as he said, he likes to help out the locals, and that's just what he likes doing around here.
And they talk a bit about Ironwood as well, and ask what's happening, why is Mantle like as it is.
He also mentions making dancing shoes.
Oh yeah, the dancing shoes.
I'm not sure what exactly that's a reference to.
No, but I want to see these dancing shoes.
Of course, some people are taking that as a hint towards the ball, the Alice ball that people think is coming. Which, I mean, if it does, awesome. I'm not with you on that train, but we'll see. Yes, we'll see. Obviously, Nora's very excited about the dancing shoes.
Yes.
Gang obviously is more wants to know about Ironwood, and they bring up a really good point that I don't think I'd even considered yet.
Yeah.
That one of the reasons why Ironwood is so, stressed and so, so disheveled, and Jacques mentions it back in Volume 4 as well, that, a lot of people blame Atlas for what's happened.
Yep.
As well. And a lot of that has to do with all their stuff being hacked, all the Atlas security, everything being completely hacked and taken over and all this stuff.
Yep.
And it's like, I almost never really thought about that, and that's really disheartened and really kind of, really hurt Ironwood.
Yeah, for sure. We know it was likely it was all Watts and everything, but Of course, Ironwood doesn't know who it was, so he suspects it's one of his own, and that's why he's just been very acting the way he is.
Yeah, it's either a genius or one of our own, you know. And the fear is that it's both.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm curious. I would really love if in the next scene or the next episode or upcoming that we kind of get a bit of discussion on that.
Yes.
And maybe Dr. Merlot gets dropped as a name, like a possible.
Maybe
person
that will be cool. Yeah,
I don't expect Merlot to show up.
Well, we did
as a name drop, I think.
Yeah, we did see the thumbnail for Chapter 2 is out. It's got Ironwood on it, so it looks like we are going to get some see Ironwood a bit more. So it's possible we'll get something about that. So be interesting to see him.
It is funny that they go to all these measures and stuff, but they, you know, thankfully in the end they're still getting taken to Ironwood.
Well,
so,
we think when we hope.
We didn't think so, but then we saw the thumbnail, so now we kind of would assume so. But maybe not. Maybe John was right. Maybe they should have just went and landed and gotten captured. Maybe that was...
Who knows? I like, though, that they had that choice to either go to land in Atlas, the security team, or do things their own way, which was really nice, because either no matter what decision they made, they're going to end up in Atlas either way. So I do like that Archer gave them the choice rather than just landing in Atlas. And also was able to give us a glimpse of Mantle before they went up there. So I do like that they did.
We also see, like, you know, Ren coming, you know, Ren kind of being like, man, we came all this way, but maybe, you know, maybe this place isn't as safe as we thought it was. You know, maybe we shouldn't be here.
And Oscar looks really sad as well. Like, we came all this way.
You know, I love Jean looking down at Oscar in that scene.
Yeah.
You know, because I thought about this recently. Oscar is almost what, like, almost like what Jean wanted himself to be at that time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I almost like Jean in a way looks up to Oscar, and in a way Oscar looks up to Jean. So kind of like, I hope that's a bit more fleshed out, because I think there's some good potential there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we see...
with the intro, there's a possibility that could very well happen.
Yeah.
Weiss obviously steps in and being like, you know, well, you know, what does the council feel about all this? You know, Ironwood can't be doing this all himself. What about Winter?
Yeah.
You know, and he goes on to being like, you know, well, the council's scared.
Yeah.
Stuff. You know, they're going to do whatever Ironwood tells them to because he's the general. You know, we can't really.
Yeah, and Crow sort of says in this line in this book as well, saying like he's scared, and Pietro says more paranoid.
He's more paranoid, you know, and you know, there are people, you know, there are people in Mantle that are starting to, you know, question and, you know, challenge Ironwood, you know, looking toward Robin as an example, but then Pietro does come to the realization that you know, Weiss is Weiss.
Yes.
Person is. And this doesn't discredit the theory I said earlier about Weiss not being a public figure.
Like, he would have known of Weiss.
Well, one, obviously he's an Atlas scientist, but two, he knows of Weiss through another means.
Yes.
Not through the Schnee name, he knows Weiss through another...
as Team RWBY. As part of Team RWBY,
RWBY.
I love this little scene, though, when he's like, the realization sort of, like, sets in. It's adorable.
It comes in, it's like, no, what were we going to say about Mantle? And obviously recognises the arm that Ironwood got Pietro to make for Yang.
Yep.
So that's a really cool tie-in.
It's like, you painted it!
But you painted it. Yang doesn't really know what he means by that, and then RWBY comes in and Pietro realises that this is the team he's heard about. This is the team that Penny has told him all about. And before he gets a chance to be like, hey, he's being protected right now by her, they go out and try to protect it themselves.
I think also interesting in him too, because he doesn't like, wait, stop. Not just because of proper Penny, but also the fact, of course, they've just landed in Mantle, and it looks like as well that the citizens aren't allowed to fight back these Grimm, because you don't see any other huntsmen or huntresses fighting them.
And that goes to ties into what they were arrested for later in the episode.
Yeah.
Which I've seen a few people kind of be unsure about that logic and stuff.
Yeah, because I think they're not allowed to fight or use weapons without some form of authority. So perhaps like if they land in Atlas, they get an authority.
Yes, in this world that have the Grimm, maybe it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also understand that, you know, unless you have a gun license in the real world, you shouldn't have a gun.
Yep.
It's the same thing here. Unless you have a huntsman license, you shouldn't have a huntsman weapon.
Yep.
Yes, they're students, but they're also students that are no longer enrolled to a school.
Yep, they're not actual licensed huntsmen.
That kind of makes sense. That kind of works.
Yeah.
And I think that the Aesops came because of the reported ship, then saw them using an unlicensed weapons, then arrested them. It wasn't a matter of they knew that they were using unlicensed weapons.
Well, it was his line, it was an unlicensed ship, did an unlicensed landing, which then was...
And then kind of almost like, comma, plus they use unlicensed weapons.
Yeah,
Not-
but unlicensed
not all of the
huntsmen.
above.
Yeah.
I think a
Yeah.
lot of people have to that's all the above. I'm like, well, how would they know? They only just got there. Well, I'm saying, I think that's just an extra caveat.
And yeah.
It's like, and comma, and I'm gonna turn the subtitles on when we get to that bit. I'm gonna see if it says and, comma, and
Yeah.
obviously they go out, and we did see something earlier in the bulletin saying that the security walls were currently breached.
Yeah.
So obviously they all get ready to fight as the Sabres come in and the Atlesian Knights, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously weren't too much advantage. Everyone's weapons out, and Blake's obviously getting shroud still broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it's still broken.
And then we had that pretty cool fight scene. I really like the fight scene and the different sort of like each of them helping each other and the different team ups too was really cool.
Also like Oscar, I like Oscar mentioning like, yes, the city's defense aren't doing well. Nora's like, well, yeah, doesn't surprise me. Which again goes into a possible Nora connection to the area.
Yeah.
I like that Jean was kind of the first to kind of be like get a hint of what exactly was happening, and then and then the Sabres come in, and there we go. I always, for me, a RWBY fight scene always means something to me when I get giddy. I feel like a shiver come over me when it starts happening.
Yes.
This was one. I'm so happy that it was one, because I remember Yang and Neptune against the Paladin with the black was always one that kind of got me riled up. A few other fights throughout the series and stuff. So just seeing, especially the crow bit, was just so good. I loved it so much. Yang shooting across in. Nora using Jean as a launch pad.
That was funny because Ren went ahead and Nora's like, "Hey!"
Yeah, that was awesome. This whole scene did really well highlighting a lot of characters. The only ones not being highlighted were Yang and Blake, which are the characters who don't need to be highlighted right now.
Yeah, we did see them in there because Blake did shoot a Grim.
I'm saying they got I felt they got like a real like attention to the scene. I mean, Yang did fire off and go in first, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, of all the characters that didn't need a good fight scene, it was Blake and Yang. So obviously they just fought Adam.
Yeah.
Something that I just really liked Jean. It was so short, it was so simple.
Yeah.
But I just really liked him. Cut one saber, shield, stab another, done.
Yeah.
I just really like how simple and clean that was.
Yes.
Showing how far he's come.
Yeah.
A lot as well.
The whole fight scene was very fluid, and I liked it when Weiss raised up all the Grim, and then Ren zipped in and got them all.
Nice show of teamwork there.
Oscar fighting.
Moment.
Yeah.
I love Oscar's little moment, like the saber just coming towards him, just one strike, and then RWBY had to save him. Which was awesome.
The second one. He's learning. He's getting there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I like having like Jean, who's there now. Like he's at that point now. Now we get to see Oscar kind of get better. As well, RWBY obviously comes in as a badass, and I always like seeing RWBY because RWBY should be this good. So I'm glad always to see when.
It's always nice to see it zipping around. It's a bit like on the train fight in Volume 6 too.
I'm not sure. I imagine a lot of people missed this. But RWBY did the split again.
She did. She did.
She did the triple split.
Yep. I actually saw it in my reaction, so that was good. I mentioned it. She did.
I missed it the first time, so I love seeing that. Obviously, not seeing that since the character short.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of that.
That was really awesome.
That was really cool.
Seeing that, like I said, the Weiss and Ren bit was awesome. Blake and Yang looking out for each other. Then the green lasers come in.
I really like the that shot with Blake when she did help Yang. She had this really like sincere, happy sort of smile on her face. It was really, really lovely. I like that shot.
That was a really good,
really nice shot.
Yeah. Like that's something that I might draw at some point. Cause I really
I really like that that scene of her. But yes, the green lasers. And then they shot a Penny. Oh my god, she's amazing.
Oh, it's so good. I will say that I'm not the big fan of the long hair. That's the only thing.
I'm not sure. Like it looks very solid. Like it doesn't look as like with Yang's hair.
She's a robot. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like super realistic because it probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, but I really like that again. Like the full just Astro Girl thing. Like I don't know if that's intentional. Like obviously she's still Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Whether or not she is meant to be like Astro Boy, I don't know. But I just really liked it.
I love her outfit and everything. It's just some small really little changes, but I love the bow with her little emblem on it.
Her previous outfit, you couldn't really tell what the hell it was.
Yeah, it was a little odd.
I never understood what her outfit was. It's just super clear.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the tilted black bow, which again is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Astro Boy. Looks like Astro Boy's hair.
Yeah,
I
with
love
the
that.
I like
I've
the
been
pink on it.
yeah, I've been drawing Astro Boy, Penny's bow like that for a long time,
Yeah.
black and tilted. So I really like that. That's
And
not-
someone
just
mentioned
saying.
in my Discord as well, which is an interesting thing as well, is that maybe the pink part of it is a drone.
Ooh, that would be
Yeah, that'd be really
that makes
cool.
sense.
I'm like, oh, I like that idea. Yeah.
We still didn't see her floating array. We didn't see her weapon.
No, we didn't know.
We just got the implication of it.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Mm.
And and this whole scene, though minimal,
Yeah.
I still think was really good.
It was really good because you see Ruby's face when she realizes who it is, and she's both like excited and also sad at the same time. And then Penny's realization that Ruby's there and a big sort of grin, and you see Ruby collapse crescent rose, and then Penny starts doing the salutations, and Ruby's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
it's great. It's so like I think Blake said, it's very wholesome. I was like, it is.
I mean, could it have been more? Could it have been more emotional? Sure, but also, I feel like at this point, I don't think we've had a lot of opportunities like this. I just don't think Ruby's just not gonna do the show itself. I mean, you know, they're not gonna go full in on super drama emotional moments. I don't think.
It was nice as it was.
I think they like having short and sweet moments. I think that's just what they prefer to write.
Yeah.
And stuff. You know, like the only real long one I guess we got was like John and Pyrrha.
Yeah.
In Volume 4. You know, that scene. Was only like real long drawn out one kind of thing. But even though we haven't heard John really talk about it, you know.
No, he hasn't.
Patience and stuff. So
I just like how this was just really lovely, seeing the expressions of both Ruby and Penny's face when they realise that, you know, they're together and Penny's here and she's okay, and the Penny's excitement to see Ruby, and, you know, it's been so long since she'd seen her, and it was just lovely. And it came in with Penny's personality being very bright, bubbly, over the top, excited.
It came across exactly like a robot who simply got rebuilt would act. You know,
she
doesn't care she died. She probably doesn't even realise she died.
No,
you know, really. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like, you know, and again, Ruby, you know, she's had a long day. You know, there's only so much she can react to. She gets captured, and again, I think, you know, assumingly we will see Penny again. You know, we will. She's in the intro.
Yeah,
I assume she's going to be a big character, and again,
yes.
Like, you know, she was sent to Vale to learn, to compete in the Vital Festival, and, you know, along with Ironwood and stuff, you know, to kind of really just test her skills, you know, to come back. And I don't know if she was built for this purpose, but at least now she's being used as this, hey, we don't
protector
really
of the city.
We don't really care about Mantle. We don't want to waste resources. So, hey, Pietro, you know that little daughter you have, that killing machine? Just let her be the protector of the city. You know, and I really like that. And, you know, that makes sense. And, you know, and she's probably only been just rebuilt because, you know, Weiss has no idea that she came back, you know, so...
Yeah.
It's
well,
I
also sort of get the feeling...
She probably has no idea about Mantle, really. Weiss
yeah.
does, so.
Weiss didn't know, like, she probably knew of Pietro's name, perhaps, but she didn't recognise him from seeing him, so they sort of get the feeling as well that Pietro, even though he works with Ironwood, he probably really keeps to himself. He doesn't go to those la-di-da parties. He doesn't seem like the sort of person who will go to those flashy parties. So that's why Weiss wouldn't have recognised who he was. She probably recognised the name, but didn't know who he was. So,
maybe.
Yeah, that's what I think as well with that.
I think one of the coolest things about this episode that I wasn't expecting was Amity Arena.
Yeah.
Like that makes so much sense, but I just never thought about it.
Yep.
Never thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, of course Amity Arena.
You can see it in the intro. Yeah.
Of course it would return to Atlas. That makes sense.
Makes sense, because I think it's believed it's kept in Atlas.
Wasn't Amity Arena itself hacked during the event? And I'm like, I don't think the arena itself was manually flown. Yeah. I think it's more. I think that probably a bit more manual.
Yeah. Well, it's got the gravity dust and everything, which is holding it up, so it has some control mechanism.
I don't think the hack is still a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you went back to Beacon, all of the stuff that's there probably wouldn't be hacked anymore.
No, not anymore. Well, it will be all.
It's just the Grim. It's probably just the Grim that are still in Beacon, and we got her core back. You know, her aura generator was intact, her memory unit was all intact, so we just had to rebuild her.
Yeah, which is really good.
Again, could that have been a lot more of an emotional gut punch? But sure.
I'm glad she has her memories, because they just
don't let headcanons and pre-assumptions ruin what you do get.
Yeah,
you know, you can have your hopes, you can have what you want to happen. but don't let
I think
what actually happens disappoint you. In a sense.
I'm just like I'm glad she has her memory back, and I think this is going to be really great for Ruby's development as well, because she has her friend back who was killed, but she's back and she's here, and yeah, I think it's going to be really good for Ruby's development through the volume 2 when they reunite again. But I love how she says, "I can't wait to
catch up on so
many things.
I cannot wait." Well, it seems we're going to have to wait.
We're going to have to wait. Like, that's Betty. Yeah.
And again, it very much seemed to me that this episode was really focused around, okay, it's like kind of like, I imagine to me, it's kind of like, okay, we need our heroes to get to Ironwood. It's like, okay, but we want to see Penny and Pietro. Okay, so let's like let them down to Mantle, see them, have them go away, get captured, go back to Ironwood. Like, it just seems like, it's like, okay,
yeah.
Just to get these little plot points put in, then let's get back to the story.
It's really setting the scene.
Which is fine by me.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad.
Just by the way Penny arrived and left, it felt very much like, okay, we just want to see her. She's a thing. Let's get back to the main story.
Yeah.
This little Mantle was a bit of a side.
It was well, as this was meant to be the finale for Volume 6, it makes sense as well. Like, there's a big reveal, big moment, and everything. And she's going to have an important part to play through the rest of the volume.
I'm still very curious what would have been in this episode if it wasn't the end of Volume 6. I feel almost like Penny still wouldn't have been there.
I think she would have been, because I think it would have been the big reveal. The fight scene, to me, wasn't like grand finale-esque, but it was still would have been good.
This whole episode wasn't grand finale. It wasn't even premiere. It was just another episode in the story, which is fine.
Yeah.
I had no problem with that, but it didn't feel like a premiere episode to me at all.
No, it didn't really. No.
But again, that's not criticism. That's just
because I guess because it picked up immediately after. Yeah.
Which we haven't had since.
I don't think we've ever had one that picked up straight away from the end of it. Yeah.
To a small degree, it's the first time we're picking up exactly after, like Volume 1 was the first semester, Volume 2 was like the third term, Volume 4 was the 1 week of the Vial Festival.
Yeah.
6 months, the 6 months of journeying, the months in Mistral, then the month skip to the week of travelling from Argus, So
there's always been some time skip. Directly,
so this Volume 8 and Volume 9 could all be just one continuous story with no time skip whatsoever.
Yeah.
I might have said 9, I meant 8 if I said 9.
I know what you mean. Yes, and then of course, and
Nora has no idea what's going on.
I have a million questions. Beatrice is like, I have 1,000 answers.
Maria's like, who was that child?
Is she important?
Then I'll let you talk about this. I'll let you talk about it in a second. But I just love the fact that Ren was the one to notice.
Yeah, he was.
That's such a common thing, and I love that every time it's always Ren.
He seems to have a really heightened sense of awareness and everything. That's why he
was the aura example back in Volume 1.
Yeah.
Because he could sense that stuff, just like Adam could. The fact that Adam was blindfolded, him and Ren have that same kind of really heightened ability to sense things with their aura.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You can go ahead.
Well, that's that moment, of course, when they get captured. And of course it's the Aesops we discover, and
which I completely went over my head. No idea, never heard of that before.
No,
I know of all the Aesop tales, but I've never heard them referenced as the Aesop tales. Went completely over my head.
The Aesop tales.
So okay, maybe you don't know either.
I don't know. I just know they'll call Aesops because that was mentioned in the episode, but I don't.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go then. So Aesops, the name Aesops.
Yeah.
Is a Greek storyteller.
Oh.
Who wrote the stories of The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
The
Lucky Fisherman.
Yep.
And a few other stories, much like the...
Oh no, we're being raided by the noob army.
Combat ready.
You guys really went over your time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys really went in there.
I've been expecting it, since we started.
Yeah. Well, thank you to anyone who's rating. Thank you very much, Boopcast, Corey, and Kaylee for rating us. We're just talking about the Aesop, so we're near towards the end. But I'm sure
we're nearing the end.
Sure
our discussion.
The intro will probably take a fair bit of time as well.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
Welcome in. Dawn, are you an android? Yes, his voice is the audio is a little strange.
I don't know. Look, we're just rolling with it. So,
yeah, I couldn't be bothered trying to fix it.
Who's coming in? My voice is not normally this bad. We don't know what happened. We didn't want to restart. So
it was fine until I switched over, like from a starting screen to this overlay, and then it's like his audio starts playing. I'm like, really?
I mean, this is what I get for Penny being my favorite character. I get a robot voice. It just makes sense, apparently.
Needs a little LED on your forehead.
It wouldn't be Corner of Remnant if it didn't have technical difficulties.
Exactly. You know, started season 3, I had this intro all planned, and then it kind of went all over the place, but oh well.
Anyway, so yeah, Aesop's is like a Greek storyteller, and all of these characters are based off one.
Okay.
Because there's 5 of them. The main guy is the Lucky Fisherman, the Faunus is the Boy Who Cries Wolf.
Yep.
And the other ones, I don't know, but they're based off...
You had tech problems too? Oh no.
just a bad day for all around, apparently. Technical issues galore. So the team gets captured, and pick up the relic. Doesn't know what the relic is, obviously.
Yeah.
Licensed huntsman, but like we said, obviously landed, had a stolen ship, then happened to use unlicensed weapons.
Yes.
And so Maria and Pedro, they weren't involved. So
it's interesting how Maria sort of stayed back as well. Like she wasn't going to join them to get captured.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how big Maria is going to be in this volume.
Yeah.
Or Pedro. So I'm sure they'll show up again. Like we assume Pedro is going to give our characters all their new outfits and all their new weapons, all that kind of stuff. I think it's the assumption.
Yes.
For right now.
Possibly.
So we might go back and see him before episode 3 or 4, perhaps. So get the new outfits.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how that is done, because like in previous volumes, it's just been like the time skip and then new outfits.
Hope there's a bit to it.
Yeah.
But I could also see the idea of like, hey Pedro, we need some help. Cut to them jumping out of the jump ship. Going to the fight. I could see that. I hope not. But I could definitely.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to seeing chapter 2 and how it's going to go with their like being captured up to Atlas. Ironwood, where the Jarks and Willie come into it as well, which I really hope they don't, but I'm really interested to see what's going to happen in chapter 2, and which is going to set the mood for the rest of Bonnie moving forward as well. And yeah, it'll be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, see more of these Aesops and as well, because they're really interesting.
Yeah, and from the intro, they seem to be a pretty important part, so we might actually get quite a lot of screen time with them, learning about them. And stuff, one thing I always found really interesting watching a few reviews of the episode, almost everyone was very positive about them.
Yes.
Which I was kind of surprised by.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, oh, okay, these are the good guys. This is the Team RWBY of Atlas and stuff. And I'm kind of like, I'm surprised there aren't more people assuming they're bad, or like undercover or something. Because that's the vibe I kind of got.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're just part of the military. That's what I sort of got that vibe from. And they're a team of 5 rather than 4 as well, which is really interesting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that just goes because like they're not a team from the academy. They're like Winter. They're special operatives.
Special operatives, part of the military.
Might have a connection to these guys.
Yeah, she may do.
Because she's like the same kind of special operative, but now being used as like a figurehead, like a spokesperson for Ironwood's agendas and his military, ruling over the city and stuff. Because again, like why I think Winter is very much loyal to Ironwood.
Yeah. I
think she's kind of just doing a bit of like just doing what he tells her to do. In a sense, just being the kind of figurehead of everything. Although I do think she believes in it at the same time.
Yeah. We're really interested to see her opinions and views of what's happening.
Yeah, I did like seeing everyone's reactions to once they were put into the into the car. Like Jean, I like the comment people have said. Like Jean's like, oh, well, this is going to happen eventually.
Yeah, I like Crow as well, because just before they get captured, he's like, oh, really expecting this to go rougher. And then when they get captured, he gets chucked in the van. He's like, well, this is what I was expecting.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was expecting. Ren being very kind of patient, like accepting it. Nora trying to break out of the gravity dust.
I was just
findings. Weiss kind of like looking off, in distress, Ruby looking concerned, Blake looking for Yang, Yang's looking really upset, and Oscar's kind of just, like Ren
there it is.
Just there a bit more.
Yeah, so
yeah, and that was it, and that I thought that was a really good episode, really good,
really setting the scene, answering a lot of questions as well as giving us a lot more questions. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting where it goes from here, because
Really
again,
interesting.
possibly a lot of this was kind of first conceived, quite a few months before this, because it was meant to be the end of
Volume 6.
6 to some degree.
I kind of happy though it didn't, because it left on a real cliffhanger, and I'm glad we get to find out tomorrow what happened rather than having to wait several months.
Yeah, I very much assumed this episode would end up in a cliffhanger for that exact reason. I very much assumed that.
They love their cliffhangers.
Yes, they do. But that wasn't a bad one. Like, we're going to Ironwood.
No, yeah.
Like, we're going to Atlas to be captured.
Yeah.
And there we go. And then we get the intro.
Yes, I love the intro so much. I really love the colours in it at the beginning. And it's just so pretty. So many things I love about the intro. So I'm just getting it up on my phone now.
I love the throwback to the silhouettes.
The silhouettes, the colours.
I love the Atlas-esque designs of like the blocky lines.
Yes.
As you can see in our layout here, which I just happened to call and guess because I'm amazing. But the colours and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot as well, as you said.
The 4 girls together as well is really awesome to see, looking up to Atlas.
Well, I think the first thing the intro shows that I really, really like is it shows Jean, Ren,
yes,
Oscar, Nora. So, I mean, which I love that. I love that so much. But the question is, in that order.
Yeah, that could make. They could still be Juniper because Oscar's last name is Pine.
Sure, but in this order it can't, because it's Jean, Ren.
Oscar,
Nora.
Of course it is.
It's not Nora, Oscar, Ren.
Yeah, okay.
Then it could be Juniper, but this I assume has to be something different.
Yeah, I was trying to get back up again. Now I've gone too far on my phone. Oh, there it is. Yeah, John, Ren, Oscar, Nora.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see, because I haven't seen. I've seen a lot of theories and stuff. Like Juniper, Orange, all this kind of stuff. I'm just curious, in this specific order, I haven't seen one that.
Because if it was to be Orange, it would have had to be an Oscar at first.
Yeah,
but...
I assumed it was Orange, but then I realized, oh well, yeah, it can't be Orange.
It's not going to be J-Ron though. I don't know. Because of course it could always use the.
Some people say it could be like Jean, like spelt that way. With like the R is kind of silent.
It could be like Aaron, but that's not really a color.
Yeah. No, like I don't mind Jean being the name, because like Team RWBY is RWBY, so Team Jean is Jean. I don't mind that.
Jean.
It's a bit. I mean, sure, but at the same time, whatever works.
Yeah.
Works,
I don't know. Yeah.
Sure, it's a bit of a stretch, but I could see it working possibly.
Mm.
And if you have a better suggestion in this order, I'd like to hear it. And as you said, like, the shots of all the girls looking up at Alice, and I love like RWBY in a hood.
Team Nora.
I've also heard I've heard that as well. I'm just very curious about that particular order.
Yeah, it's an interesting order. Yeah, now that you mention it, it is very interesting. Yeah, we'll find out.
It could, again, like you said, it might not necessarily be that order.
Yeah, it could just be what they've done for the intro.
That order in particular. Again, if it was just Oscar replacing Pyrrha,
yeah,
then it would be John, Nora, Oscar, Ren. But the fact that it's John, Ren, Oscar, Nora, it just has me a bit more curious about it all. Sure.
Yeah, I'm also I really like the scene when they're changing from the like original Volume 1 outfits to Volume 4 and then to Volume 7.
I didn't notice at first that was.
I missed it the first time. I saw RWBY in her old outfit. Like, hang on, she was in a Volume 1 outfit, and then it kept the intro going, and yeah.
Well, the thing is that I noticed that there was transitioning from 4 to 6. From 4 to 7. I did notice that they had their original outfits as well.
Yes.
I just noticed the 2 transitions. So I really like that. It's all really, really cool in their character and stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, and then we had the Aesops and their sort of their colours as well. The 5 of them.
We had a glimpse at Ironwood's room as well. Like the holograms and stuff. Yeah. Then we get the lucky fisherman grabbing his clover and horseshoe. Then we have the Aesops and all that kind of stuff, and what looks to be possibly Atlas or Alceus or Alice Academy in the background.
Welcome in. It's like my Deku.
I could be wrong, but I think that's Fat Cow. I could be wrong, so I think that's an alternate name of his on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So if it's you, Aaron, hi. If it's not, sorry.
Welcome in. Yes, it's me. There we go.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. The song is really cool. I do like the song.
I
It's
love the song so much.
probably I like it. I like it more than Let's Just Live. And I like it more than Triumph.
Yes.
So it's probably about, right now probably at that third last position. Probably I would say.
I really like because it's got a lot of the lyrics have got a little vibes to the previous intros. It's got a bit of This Will Be the Day, a little bit of Triumph.
Very positive.
Let's Just Live in it. But it's very positive. And but I just love the tune because it's just so poppy, and like as Kelly said, the lyric video is popping because she's working on a lyric video for the intro, of course.
Oh, sorry, you've been listening to my robotic voice the whole time, but thank you very much.
Well, good. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you lurking away.
I'm really curious about the ASOPs because obviously, like I said, we have the Boy Who Cried Wolf, we have the Lucky Fisherman.
I'm just getting them back up again. So
we have like a psychic, character. We have a strong Ask Nora-esque character.
Yeah, I see him. Yep.
I think it's a girl.
Actually, I think it might be a girl.
I'm pretty sure it's a girl. That's why it's a Nora-esque character.
I'm also thinking like,
for all we know, it could be agender. Like it could be non-binary.
Oh, that's true. They could be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like a female.
Should make assumptions.
Don't judge my assumptions. I apologize.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure about the first character. I think the first character is meant to be like a Flash character. Like I think she has like lightning feet.
Yeah.
So we have a wolf, fisherman, a psychic, Stronk, and a Flash.
Yeah.
Basically, that's kind of the definitions I have for these characters. So I'm curious how big of a role they're gonna have because it feels like they might actually be. Well,
I was thinking back to the trailer. So when we watched the trailer, we saw a few scenes with these. They look like they're wearing Atlas military outfits. Basically, I'm pretty sure they're these characters we saw in the trailer. Because there's the scene where they're about to fight the ice gigas.
Oh yes, yep.
And you see Team RWBY there in the new outfits, and you see two other military-looking people. Well, they're definitely from this group.
Which ones they were.
I did double check which ones they were, but I'm pretty sure they were two out of the ASOPs, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Probably going into the mines for
some reason.
Because when we first saw the trailer, we assumed the relic would be stolen, and we'll go into the mines to find it, like the fauna stole it or something.
But no, it's the ASOPs.
Now I don't know why. Now I'm curious why they're going into the mines.
I don't know. Find that out soon.
Maybe Ironwood just wants to test them. Just do like a training, send them into something for a training thing.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see.
Like maybe to kind of like, cause I was thinking maybe they want to like he wants to not spiritually, informally. I know that doesn't make sense. Induct them into like the special operatives.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, just like an honorary thing. Maybe like sends them on like a little task or something just to really be sure of like what they're capable of and stuff. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
And then we of course then get a first kind of what's
on his computer.
There's the ASOPs, which again, if we do have a Boy That Cried Wolf, having a Boy Cried Wolf turn out to be a bad guy, I'm just saying that.
It's interesting because Professor Port is based on the story of the Boy Who Cried Wolf.
I think it's Peter and the Wolf, isn't it?
Peter and the Wolf. Actually, yeah, it's a different one, but very similar. I think.
Well, the thing is too, that you mentioned that these characters are based off Aesop tales.
Right. Yeah.
But Sage is based off Aesop himself.
Ah, okay.
So it's interesting that's interesting. I doubt there's a connection there, but I'm just like they've reused stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Watts has obviously the ASOPs up, and he also has the election, like I guess seating or designation up as well.
Yeah.
Maybe like the districts, like each representative from a district of Mantle. It looked like possibly.
I really like the animation of Tyrion bouncing along in this too. It's really cool.
I am telling you, my favorite thing about this intro is that it's only Tyrion and Watts.
Yes.
And I'm so excited just to see Tyrion and Watts and no one. I don't care if we don't see Salem. I don't care if we don't see Cinder and Neo. I want to see Cinder and Neo, but I don't care if we don't.
Yeah.
If we get the whole volume and the only villains are Tyrion and Watts, I'll be so happy. I will not be disappointed in this.
I love that with the two of them. It's really cool. But then we get the shot of Ironwood, which behind him, of course, is Sharks and Whitley, which Kelly wasn't happy to see.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see that. Yeah. I'm so happy.
God damn, we've got to deal with these two again. And
awesome, great. I love to. I love dealing with these two.
And then, of course, we had the image of Weiss and Winter there too, which I really love that shot.
I think Whitley too also has a new model. Not a new design, but his model is definitely different.
Oh, yeah. I'll just get that back up again.
It's a different shape, different design, a bit more detail.
Okay. Yeah.
And again, I like the fact that we get confirmation that we are getting Schnee stuff this volume.
I see.
Because I think some of the theories like we're going to get Schnee stuff not until next volume. So I'm glad that that's definitely a thing. We're obviously going to get Jacques obviously running for office. He wants to run for the council.
Yep.
And we'll have Whitley dealing with that. And I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with Whitley. Because again, I really like Whitley. There's no reason.
I really want to see Whitley just like, I don't know, do something to become the like leader of the Schnee Dust Company now. Just like just one up Jacques and I really would be interested to see that happen.
Whether he's good or bad, I think people won't mind if Whitley like actually usurps Jacques or something.
Yes.
Or something like that. And again, like yes, Whitley. Yeah, like, he took the title, like, apart from taking the title of the heiress from Weiss, which of course is what he wanted. That doesn't make
that's
him
what
a
he
bad
wanted.
person because that's what he wanted.
Nah, he's just, he's power hungry.
And again, like, he's brought up by his father, and, unlike Weiss and Winter, Whitley was, like, that male heir that Jacques probably wanted.
Yeah.
So, again, I don't blame Whitley for anything. Anything like that. And I've cosplayed Whitley before, so I am biased.
Yes, I forgot about that cosplay. I think of the Oscar one, you did Whitley too.
Yeah, but again, you also have to remember that I'm the kind of person that really finds it hard to hate anything.
Yeah.
I love Raven. I love Cinder. I love Adam. I even like Jacques. Like...
love them for different reasons.
For people to comprehend me when I say that. It's just hard for me to accept hating anyone.
I like it when villains are like...
in a fictional sense, at least.
Yeah. I like it when villains are written, or even just characters written. I think with Whitley...
One of those things where we all watch reactions for the sake of entertainment.
Yeah.
So, if you don't
different
enjoy
opinions.
Something, then, just skip that reaction.
Yeah.
There's nothing personal with that.
Yeah. We all got different opinions and reactions.
I love the Adam, Blake, and Yang fight. There are plenty of reactions I skipped at that scene because I just knew what to expect.
Yeah.
But, Adam bashing, which is completely valid and completely fine and completely 100% that's what you should do. But as a form of entertainment, for me personally, I'm not going to, I'm going to watch a reaction to be entertained because that's what it's for. Anyway, sorry.
I really like the scene of Winter and Weiss after seeing Jacques and Whitley too. They're really good. I love Weiss in a new outfit. She looks so pretty.
I've seen a few different interpretations of this scene.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at this as Weiss being disappointed in Winter.
Oh, she looks...
I don't see that from this scene.
No, she looks more concerned.
I just see Weiss being a bit more like...
A bit unsure.
Or shocked. Or just kind of just happy to see her. I don't see necessarily a sense of...
Winter's looking very confident.
Yeah, like she doesn't look mean or
she's looking she's like got the arm crossed down. She looks very confident. She's slightly smiling. She's like this Weiss has her back to her. She's looking over her shoulder at her, like very unsure.
Something that when RWBY doesn't do amazingly is like all white outfits.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see Winter's outfit in more like dynamic shading.
Yeah.
To see how that really works.
I really like it with the...
In the episode, it looked a bit bland, but it was a whole to be fair.
Yeah. I really like it on the shoulders.
The insignias all kind of worked into it.
And it's got like the image of her ship on it, I think, on her shoulder as well. It looks like a ship to me. I have to compare it a bit more, but it looks like a ship.
I thought it was just a Schnee glyph, just like a redesigned version of it on her shoulders.
I don't know. It looks like a ship to me. But
really? Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know, that's just what it looks like to me.
One thing I really liked, I kind of thought of throughout the week too, with Weiss's new outfit, is that she looks so drastically different because in Atlas she kind of has to.
Yeah.
Because like we said, she would be recognised by some people.
Yeah.
So that's why her outfit looks the most different, because she needs to look different.
She just looks so elegant. She's so pretty.
I really like. Again, it's so different. But that's not a bad thing. It really does really, really good.
It does. It looks so pretty.
Yeah, and very cool to see Winter again.
And we saw Pietro and Maria there briefly, and then we go to that long shot with RWBY at the front and everyone at the back in like their fighting stances.
Some people have said that this is RWBY being shirtless, and it's not. It's just the colour.
No, she has a shirt on. The shirt's there, definitely. Yeah. It doesn't look like
a skin tone. It does in this lighting, but it is so regular. Top.
Yeah, I love her new outfit. It's so cool.
Yeah. Then you see Penny in all her glory.
Yes, and then we had that, once we get past the long scene, of course we see Penny there, and Penny's doing like that little grin.
Because like, so adorable. Show your power to shine. It's like, Penny.
Yeah, Penny. Yeah. So, and of course that was the reason why Miles and Kerry said don't watch the intro first. Of course you see Penny there.
Yeah, and then we get Yang using a semblance. Which is cool. I'm glad to see that now that she's kind of finally understood a semblance properly.
Yeah.
Use it more.
Yeah.
It'll be like, how's the way to put it? Like, it'll be like, it'll be for the right reasons.
Yeah. Definitely. I really like that shot. You can see her new arm there as well, which is all armored and looking really cool. And she's wearing her new outfit, of course. It looks awesome.
It does. I really, really like it.
Yeah.
Hashtag love the vinyl pant leg. Yeah, I like the bandana.
I like that. And then when she's shooting at the Grim, there's the smoke, and then of course Nora and Ren come flying through, and then you outfits. I love Nora's outfit so much. It's so cute.
I do really. I love both their outfits more.
Yeah, Ren's is really interesting with the pink on it and the sleeve, and he's got the, of course, sheath for the knife. It's really cool.
Just the dagger alone makes that outfit.
Yeah, it's so cool. And then we see John come through. I'm still a little unsure about his hair, but it still looks really cool there.
To me, this 100% makes the hair like I think it works. For me, it works really well here. I think that works fine.
We'll get used to it. It's just because it's so different.
Did you notice the upgrade his shield has?
Yes, the hard light dust.
Yeah, he has like a hard light dust, which means, someone mentioned to me, in his longsword mode, he's gonna have a lightsaber. Which is so, it's like, that's so awesome.
That's great. That. Yeah, and then we saw the Aesops come through. I
still think the boots and legs are a bit interesting.
Yeah.
More than anything, more than the hair at least. The hair doesn't bother me, it's the boots and stuff. They're a bit more like, okay, interesting. Then we get also the Armor Gigas. We have, again, a split second of the Flash Girl running past.
Yeah.
Then we have the Hammer Woman, the shoeless Hammer Woman coming in, smashing it.
Yeah, and then of course it goes to who we suspect is Robin Hill.
Which some people have said might be our Winter Maiden. I don't think
so. I think she's just more an important sort of figure there in yeah.
She could be both. She could be like an important figure as well as the Winter Maiden. We'll have to wait and see. But I wouldn't jump on it immediately. I would kind of prefer if when we get our Winter Maiden, it's someone that just appears in an episode. Like, it's not someone that's teased. Like, we kind of guessed Vanal would be. She wasn't, but we kind of guessed Vanal would be the Spring Maiden just because she was next to Cinder. You know, so, and everyone's guessing that either Winter is the Winter Maiden or this character's going to be the Winter Maiden. So I'm kind of like, if we do get
we might not even see the Winter Maiden.
No, I don't think, not this. I don't think we will this time.
Yeah.
I think it'll be mentioned, like, oh yeah, you want to lock the lamp up in the vault. Well, we can't open the vault because we don't know where the maiden is.
Yeah.
So we can't get you to the vault right now.
So I sort of got the feeling Ironwood would keep the Winter Maiden like close by.
Yeah, but unless he has no idea who it is.
Yeah, well, that's it. Unless he doesn't know who it is.
Unless we just don't know who that is.
Yeah, so we see her, but then we see the shot of these crowd of people in front of a sort of telecast with Ironwood on it. Yeah. And it's the three-letter rocket, sort of an image of Jark sort of is there.
So I think that's teasing towards Jark wants to take Ironwood 2 seats on the council, you know.
Yeah.
That was a big point back.
Jark seems to be behind things and behind Ironwood, which is really interesting.
Again, he wants as much authority as he can, so he can make his business to run as properly as he can.
Yeah.
You know? This next scene is interesting because at first I thought it was a full-on fight scene.
Yeah.
But people have mentioned to me that, you know, well, it's probably actually more like a training scene. I'm
like,
okay, yeah.
Well, it could be more symbolic as well, because I was thinking more like, because with Oscar and Ozpen and Ironwood, maybe butting heads, more of a symbolism rather than an actual fight to happen. Which is
yeah, it's true. It could just be like to show like there's going to be like a disagreement.
A disagreement, and
but just by Oscar's expression too, like he looks like he's happy to be here, like he is training.
Yeah,
but, again, we'll have to.
Let's see. And then I love the next shot with the Grim in the cave and Blake.
First time in a while we've seen Blake use her weapon like that.
Yeah, the ribbon.
Which is very awesome.
And I love how Weiss just comes flying in after her as well. It's so cool.
I really like that. And I love this shot. So I love Tyrion. That's why I'm
Tyrion,
so happy.
yes.
So
he's just so... I love Tyrion as a villain. Like, when I first heard his laugh, I had, like, chills down my spine, like, oh, I didn't like that.
It's funny, because when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, we're finally getting that villain. We're kind of getting that.
The crazy psycho villain. Yeah.
I think the best... Like, obviously, the shot is awesome. We get to see Crow in Crow's new outfit.
Crow's new outfit,
which I wasn't expecting.
Yes.
Awesome.
And fighting who looks like Robin Hill as well.
Robin Hill and Crow.
Robin Hill and Crow together fighting Tyrion, which is interesting.
Yeah, something that is really awesome that I don't know if I'll do today or maybe sometime next week is... Okay. So a long time ago, Monty did an animation of like one guy that fights like 4 people.
Yep.
It's very basic animation, but it's really cool stuff. And a lot of the moves get reused for RWBY.
Yep.
Like a lot of fights you see like, oh, I see where he's taken that and used this. Like that's where the gun trucks come from. It was the original gun trucks animation.
Yeah.
He used to fight Roman. There's a Blake character, there's a Sun character, there's a martial arts character like a Yang possibly. Like,
Yeah.
they all make sense, but there's one character that doesn't have any weapons that are like RWBY, or like that was in RWBY, and it's like kind of like fan blades.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I'm wondering if this is finally a fan blade character.
Because she does seem to be like...
She has it's like a fan blade bow and arrow. Kind
Yeah,
of
it's really hard to see in that very short little...
It's like a buckler shield that shoots an arrow, but also can be used as like a blade. So I wonder if we finally have that. So I'm going to probably do a video on comparing the two. But I'm very curious if there's any possible correlation between that. Because that's what immediately came to my hand when I saw a weapon.
Yeah, that's really
That
cool.
reminds me of this Monty thing he did a long time ago. So I'm
I
curious
really like her weapon. I like how she's jumping around as this crow. So I really like
and her
the
movement
two.
style is very similar as well to that.
Yeah, the very
Then we
fluid.
get
Then
RWBY cutting
RWBY,
up green,
and then we get these really
colours.
awesome silhouettes with the little flashes of colour, which is just
the
so
colour pop.
pretty.
And we get like the full anime
Yeah.
ending thing with Crow, Oscar, Penny, Aesop's.
I love
Winter,
that. I was going to
Iron-
make that my wallpaper. I haven't got around to doing it yet, but I love that.
And Amateur Arena in the background.
Yeah,
too, as
amateur
well.
arena background. You got Petey flying there. You got Crow in his new outfit. He's sort of away from the group, which is interesting. In the background, we've got Oscar and John there at the front because RWBY, Blake, and Yang and Weiss are there. Then you got Aesop behind with Ironwood and Winter with their backs to each other doing the arm crossed. And then of course we got Ren, Nora at the back there, more the Aesop. So yeah, it's really interesting. I like how they're all sort of facing in the same direction, like as if like they're in attack pose, ready to attack something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I love the
think-
colours
I
in
think,
it too. It's really
This is
pretty.
going to be our group moving forward, I think.
Yeah.
To fight, possibly incoming Salem invasion or Tyrion and Watts.
I
or
just-
that kind of
I love the
stuff.
colours in this shot and the expressions and everything on their faces. It's just really cool. I really like it.
Yeah. Like, I can see where the Aesops are going. I can see where our team's going. I'm really curious how Penny
Yeah.
really flow with all this stuff. Like, I'm really curious how relevant she's going to be to our plot and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
It'd be
to be
interesting.
fair, like,
Yeah.
again, if she's designed to save the world, that will be something that Watts, more than anything, probably wants to get rid of.
Yeah.
As concern, or Tyrion wants to get rid of as concern.
Interesting where they're going to go with her. But I hope we do get some really nice moments of her bonding with Team RWBY and the others. I really would love to just see a few little moments of that. With some character building and discussing what happened and everything too, I think would be really cool.
I was thinking recently of a bunch of like little headcanon, like little interactions, like for example when they're getting all the new outfits.
Yeah.
Like each character interacting with someone else and how that would go, and like for example like everyone's saying like, wow, why she looks so different? Why she looks so different? Then it comes up to Jean, and it's kind of like, well, no, why she looked the exact same?
Yeah.
You look like the same person I liked back in Beacon and stuff, and and you kind of get some stuff like that. Like, doesn't lead anywhere. It's just simply brought up.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Some little
like, there's a lot of cool
hints
potential
back
here.
too. Yeah.
But again, 18-minute episodes, only 13, so, we'll see how much of stuff we'll actually get.
We'll see, what we get. Because, of course, Blake and Jean both need to get a haircut at some point as well, so... Yeah.
And if they need to go for it, apparently Nora might be responsible for that, but we'll see. I
love the little when they did we discussed it last Corner Remnant, but with the little chibi animation of Nora plaiting Ren's hair. It's so cute. So I love to see something like that in the volume, but it just depends what they can squeeze in and what they have planned. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's episode.
Yes.
And
the next episode, for those who are unaware, so warning now. It is, I believe it's called different approach.
Yeah, I think different approach was it. Yep, I did have that up.
And it's Ironwood in the thumbnail, and it's another 18 minutes.
Yes, it's 18 minutes.
That's the thing too. The pacing and length of this episode was really good.
Yeah, I think 18 minutes is a nice length of an episode.
I think that's a good. If they can keep that consistent, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, a new approach is a new approach.
Yeah, which we heard him say in the trailer.
Yeah. Chapter 2 run for 18 minutes, and it's got Ironwood in the thumbnail. No background in either, or it looks like a little bit of what you can see, but it's very dark.
Dark background.
Very dark background.
We saw from his headmaster's office that it is a very dark. That's lit up by holograms. So, and again, considering Ironwood's condition, it wouldn't surprise me if he's sitting alone in a dark room most days, just working from behind the scenes.
Yeah, and of course we had this image, which was only just posted this morning. But the Atlas needs you, because a little bit of Osmond's office there. It's on the official RWBY's Twitter. And, of course, what looks like possibly neon in Flint there in very military-like.
An Easter egg between, an Easter egg for them, if not them.
Yeah.
Because, again, there are things that, obviously Neon's got a hair shorter. I think Neon has green eyes, not blue eyes. But, again, it's just like, it's simply like a little, like, in-world pamphlet. So I don't think it has to be super accurate, Much like, Weiss's, Dust for Dummies pamphlet.
Dust for Dummies pamphlet,
Atlas likes their pamphlets.
Yeah, I really like that. And I like how this is very, like,
And the fact that this was even sent out today, like, I'm curious if we actually get some Atlas Academy
Atlas
stuff.
needs you, and...
Because I didn't think we were going to get Atlas Academy stuff, but
yeah.
you know that the military is housed in the Academy, so...
Yeah. Well, even it does mention that as well, like, many of our graduates go on to join the esteemed Atlesia military, giving them a unique opportunity to move into Special Operatives Division. Yeah. But I like how it says, like, study at the city in the clouds to become a licensed huntsman or huntress. Yeah. It's very interesting. Because Atlas and Mantle also remind me a bit of course, I love Alita, Battle Angel movie, where you got Zolom...
It was so mad I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, you really have to go watch it. But because
it's like a very Penny Astro Boy like movie.
Yeah,
so I should really watch it.
It is. But I love how in that, like, you got the city down the bottom, which is like the Mantle, the very sort of like downtrodden sort of city, and then you got Zolom floating above, where everyone wants to be in Zolom because that's the city in the clouds, and so very much is like Atlas and Mantle.
That's actually funny because the 2008 Astro Boy movie is actually very similar to that. There's literally Metro City is literally a city in the clouds, and he ends up getting sent away from there, and he has to live in like literally the whole planet's like a trash pile. Yep. And there are people living in the trash pile, and you kind of have to deal with.
Which is very much in the movie because the trash pile.
There's a lot of references.
Yeah, a lot of references. Even like we can see where there's like these ropes or something sort of tying Atlas down to the ground. There's a very similar thing to that also in Alita Battle Angel.
There was a sign in the in Mantle called the Crater Cafe, which I didn't actually notice that until
the Crater Cafe.
Yeah, because like Atlas was taken out of the ground, so
there's the big hole, which is where we think that maybe the dust mines are. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course there'd be a massive crater behind Mantle where Atlas literally came up from the ground.
Yeah, and maybe that's where all the dust mining is or such, don't know. But yeah, that's just cool though, Crater Cafe, that's awesome.
I will say that so far we've seen nothing but nighttime Atlas, so I'm very I want to see this place in the day.
Yeah, we want to see Atlas in the day.
Which from the intro we will, because we see them going towards the mine.
I think it's going to be really interesting seeing the sort of comparative to Mantle and Atlas. Because now we've got a taste what Mantle looks like. And we haven't seen much of Atlas really, only just in a Shani manner. But so it'll be interesting to see the actual city of Atlas, how that compares to Mantle. I think it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, and we got a bit of the Shani manner from Atlas, from what the Winter and Jacques and Whitley scenes in the intro. Yeah. I've got the outside courtyard and obviously the inside halls that we've seen before.
Hopefully we'll get to see...
And from the map, it looks... Or from the image seems to be like the alone on a mountaintop.
Yeah, it does.
Theorized.
Theoretically that's this Shani manor, but I hope we get to see Mama Shani. Willow, as the fandom has called him. Yeah.
Willow, like we can see, didn't see her in the trailer, so we're curious if we're going to see her.
Yeah.
There are a few characters again, like a Flint and Neon, we've had hints towards a lot of semblance talk, and like if semblances can be the same, and obviously that Neo has the same semblance as RWBY, just a different,
very similar
interpretation of it. So that could be a cool parallel. So there are definitely a lot of characters that we might see that aren't just in the intro. I'm trying to think of many examples. I guess like Cordovan was a good example of a character that wasn't in the intro.
Yeah.
Trying to think of
of course with John's sister and her partner, they weren't in the intro. Saffron, yeah.
Saffron and
so it'll be interesting to see what happens. They're not always shown in the intro, of course. We can meet new people in the volume.
And a lot of this intro does seem to be tailored towards the earlier parts, maybe except for the Tyrion stuff.
Yeah, the Tyrion stuff might happen mid-season.
To be early on, but like maybe like the Tyrion and Robin stuff, that could be later-ish.
Yeah.
Like the first half's going to be like Ironwood and the mines. Then we might get the Tyrion and Robin stuff. and then
Yep.
we don't really know.
Don't really know what happens next after that. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. But I think we probably should wrap it up a bit. We've been going for almost 2 hours.
I will say then, do you think we're going to see any other villains in this volume? Like, do you think we're going to see Cinder and Neo? Do you think we're going to see Emerald and Mercury? Do you think we might even see Salem?
Well, I think we'll see Cinder and Neo because they're definitely heading to Atlas. I think leaning towards with what Kaylee said, probably at the end they'll make an appearance near the end of the volume. I don't know if we'll see Salem. Maybe we might see Watts communicating to Salem, perhaps. We might see her there, but I don't think we're actually going to see her at her castle. Which means, we might not see Hazel, Mercury, and Emerald.
Was it volume 5 where the only time we saw her was just talking with Arthur?
Yeah.
I'm talking with Leo, sorry.
Leo, we saw, I can't quite recall if we...
apart from then calling him a coward when he died.
Yeah.
Like, it was just kind of like we saw her talking with Cinder, but like that was all like in one contained kind of scene almost. Yeah. So we might get some glimpses of her, but I don't think we'll get too much of her in the castle as such. No, like I don't think she's going to invade Atlas anytime soon.
I know the attention's there, but I don't know if it will happen this volume.
Yeah, I'm curious if we're going to see Emerald and Mercury because it seems like we're building towards something of those two.
I don't know.
See?
I'm thinking maybe not, but...
A thought did come through my mind, because I've discussed before that I don't think we're ever going to need a Cinder backstory, considering it's Cinderella.
Yep.
But, if it was like, Cinder grew up on the Dragon Island, like the Dragon... You know that people have lived there before, assuming that's where town is from as well. Yeah. People have lived there, but a lot of those villages tend to get wiped out. Like, there's no main city there.
No, that's not
main
main
city. Grew up there, family got wiped out. I do have a bit of a theory on this. I might not discuss it here because we're trying to wrap up. But I do have a theory about Cinder and Salem.
Well, that actually is how she got to know Salem will be interesting. So
yeah, I'm curious. Maybe we could have a scene where Cinder and Neo both. Obviously, Neo won't describe her backstory. we might get a scene where, like, if we see Neo's backstory, then we see Cinder's, just as those two kind of teaming up and kind of getting together. We might get the other side. Like Cinder might describe it, and then Neo might physically illusion it.
Maybe.
The backstory. So, so something to that degree. I can imagine maybe seeing backstories of both of them, but at the same time, it's Cinderella. But rather than getting a fairy godmother, she got an evil godmother. And rather than getting her true love, she got revenge. And now is just lustful for power, basically. So that works for me. I like Cinder.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. If anyone has any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't mention anything about Chapter 2 in the comments, please. Please don't mention that. But if you have any questions you want to ask us about the stream and Chapter 1, feel free to post them in the comments below, and we'll be answering them when we can. And I hope everyone enjoys watching Chapter 1 if you haven't seen it yet. At the time of streaming this, I hope everyone really enjoys it and the new intro and everything. And I'm really happy for Volume 7, and I'm really looking forward to Chapter 2.
Yeah, no complaints.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's all looking good. We'll hopefully get a bit more for feel what the storyline is going to be for this volume in Chapter 2. And a bit of what we're going to expect.
Make sure to check back with us next week. We'll be here the same time next week. Hopefully my mic will be better. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
Don't know about that. That's all right. I just we'll just keep going, so I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that particular issue.
I mean, the sheer fact that you've responded to me when I've talked clearly must mean you must understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I can understand what you're saying. You've just got a slightly robotic echo to your voice, but I can still make out what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just so excited for Penny. I'm just so it's the Penny within me just coming.
Yes, Penny's here. She's back. She's beautiful, and we'll see what else happens. But thank you everyone for watching. Watching on the stream or YouTube.
Cast for the raid.
Yes, thank you, cast for the raid. Very much appreciated. Where's my great one? Praise the great one. Woo! Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked it too. Thanks for tuning in. Yee.
Oh my god, the plush hasn't arrived yet, but here's Penny.
I can't see it. Light. There she is. She's so adorable. I know there's the new t-shirt. I was looking at the new merch, and there's a plushie of Penny, but also the t-shirt of Penny is so adorable. But yes, praise the great one and Waifu and Pocket Neo. Oh God. And we'll see you all next week for Chapter 2, Episode 2 of the Corner of Remnant. And you all have an awesome week, and we'll see you all then. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll catch you later. Bye, everyone. Waiting for Dawn. is putting Weiss down. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.